Get it.
All right. And we are back, guys, on another episode of the Squeeze podcast. And you're here with your host, Juice. And right here beside me, man, listen, this is a legend right here. If you haven't known this man, you will know this man. And it is going to be an absolutely amazing episode because this man has been 10 years in the music game. And we're going to get right into it. This right here is Drew Star of Drew Star Productions. And I'm going to let him give a little introduction for himself now.
What's up, everybody? I'm Drew Star Productions, LLC. You know, as Fox 5 says, I am a super producer, man. I've been doing this for over 10 plus years. Music, beats, artists, videography, the whole 9 yards. I'm also a philanthropist as well. I do a lot of community work with the youth inside of my community.
Okay, you hear that, man? This man is doing a little bit of everything. Yeah, this man has been doing a little bit of everything, and as you heard him right there, Fox 5 even quotes this man. And I don't know if you want to give him a little bit of other like places they can find you on. Is it just Fox 5? You got? I think you were on a news channel just recently too.
Yeah, I was on DCW 50. I've been on Fox 5. I've been on a lot of DMV local radio stations, WPGC 95.5, 96.3, WHUR, 93.9, WKYS, man. I pretty much touched up on just about all the places at this point in time. It's just a rerun for me.
A rerun. I like the way you said that. That's a good way. Man, listen, and if you guys haven't been, we're going to link his Instagram, YouTube, all of that down in the description. Make sure you tap in and get on, subscribing, liking some of the stuff because he has amazing content out there. And we're going to get into some of it too because if you did not know, this gentleman has been working hard, and I mean very hard, at getting the youth in the DMV area an opportunity to get their musical talents out there and to show them what it is like to be a success in the game. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the High School Cypher? Now, he does a lot of programs, and we're going to touch on a bit of each and every one of them. But right now, we're going to get into this High School Cypher.
Yeah, so High School Cypher is a platform for at-risk youth in our community, music, arts, and entertainment platform. I've been doing it since about 2013. We're in 2024 right now, so we just about over 10 years. Our mission is to provide the youth a safe and clean environment for them to express themselves through music, arts, and entertainment. You could check us out at www.highschoolcypher.com and our social media at highschoolcypher. That's pretty much on everything: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, now that's beautiful. Now, see, I want to ask you this, though. What was it that sparked the idea for High School Cypher? Because I know for just us here at the Squeeze, we want to, utilize this platform to grow and help everybody here in the DMV to grow their business and become the best version of themselves. So what was it for you?
Yeah, so High School Cypher, it's been some time, but me and my brothers, we started off doing neighborhood ciphers just in the streets, in the ratchetest neighborhoods, places where people can't go. But on the other end, I always been like a mentor, someone that the youth looked up to. So in the DMV area, there's like a lot of bad stuff that go on, backdooring. You already know it don't matter where you at in the world, the streets ain't safe. So I just wanted to use, because I've been doing music for so long and the youth had already looked up to me and I done been through some things in the streets myself. I used my music as a weapon to help other people. So that's where the High School Cypher pretty much started. Since I had them looking up to me and stuff like that, I wanted to give them the platform so they don't have to go through some of the things that I used to have to go through during the streets, keep them busy, show them. I taught them, I pretty much, throughout all of my workshops and throughout all this time, I've been trying to show the youth everything that I've been learning, whatever it takes.
Guns, gangs, and all this.
Yeah, nah, you said it the smart way better than me, but yeah, it's crazy. There was this documentary that I was looking at the other day, and it was like if you could, it was really for like music artists, music producers, and stuff like that. And then it was pretty much saying something like, if there was a way that you could find a purpose with your music to help other people out at the same time, like it gives you like it really gives you like a purpose. So the more I just thought about that now today, the more I realized that pretty much I could do music, but what makes my stuff different and stand out, where I could give a contribution to the world. Matter of fact, what was it? It was like a unique way that you could help out the world with your music. And then I pretty much found out my unique way is through my music, I'm able to tap in, I'm able to connect with the youth. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the way how I benefit the world is pretty much being able to give them a safe environment to do what they do and keep them out of trouble. And when I do that, you know, we try to make sure that these kids graduate from school. You know what I'm saying? We try to make sure we get these kids jobs. And pretty much throughout me making music, that's how I got the High School Cypher platform. And through the platform, that's what I'm able to do. I'm able to help these kids get certified in different parts of music production. And I'm able to make them go to school and graduate, because the only way to be a part of my program is by them being enrolled in school, being on time, attendance, the whole 9 yards. So GPA, that's what it's about. Good
stuff. And I was going to say that, to be honest with you, what you're doing is absolutely amazing. And I've touched on this on a prior podcast, but mentorship, man, you are a big community leader, a mentor to these young children out here. And for what real. That is why, but let me tell you this though, why it's so important. If you think about it, to the time when we were younger, and I know we're both about the same age, when we were younger, there was the Big Brother program, there was literally mentorships in school for apprenticeships and all that other kind of stuff.
Right.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Nah, you're right, because I don't hear anything about that.
Yeah, none of that stuff exists. Even like, let's say the Boy Scouts, a lot of those stuff, they went under fire because of like, you know, some bad apples involved in it. And I'm not saying that like it's something to restart the programs or anything, but mentorship is so key in this world today. That's why I feel a lot of people are failing in this world, because they don't have the right role models to look up to, the right people to follow behind. But you with your program is doing amazing things and making sure these kids can step outside of that and see what a proper role model is. And then what you were saying too is like you get to touch them, and you know what it is that I see through that is that you have the ability to let these kids express themselves where they feel like they're unable to do that probably at home and things like that. So it's the ability to be expressive. It's the ability to be a mentor to these kids. And on top of that, it's being consistent in their goals as well, because a lot of these kids feel like people don't want to believe in what they believe in. And you're telling them, I'm going to believe in what you believe in, but you just got to keep this and this up. You know what I'm saying? Right. And as long as you're doing right by your life, you can do right by anything else.
Nah, that's fact.
You know what I mean? So that's why I think that everything you're doing is amazing. Now, if we're going to get back now, let me ask you this, though. Was there ever any moments of doubt for you, or any moments of hesitation to fully commit into the journey of completing Drew Star Productions or any of your programs with like High School Cypher or anything like that?
Yeah, there's always doubt throughout the years, ups and downs. My program, I've been running it for X amount of time, 10 plus years. I haven't, the initial startup, there was never no funding. So, you know, when there isn't funding and then you running a program, there's always times when you may want to stop because you need funding, like to make everything go around. I mean, it takes dollars. I've exhausted all my resources and things at these times. But it wasn't until 2019 that we actually started getting funding. So I guess it started helping out more. It's been making things a bit more easy. But other than that, sometimes it does get challenging. Sometimes it is challenging trying to get the youth to be a part of what's going on or with the whole program, because a lot of the kids, they grew up off the drill music. That's what's popping right now. But I haven't mentioned to y'all earlier that the program, the thing with High School Cypher is it's a clean platform where everything has to be clean and positive. We talk about underlying community issues, scholaristic school topics, and just stuff like that. So with the kids, once they hear these things, once they hear that it's not about them pulling out the guns, that it makes it hard to run the program effectively and to get the word out how we need to. But yeah, sometimes stuff like that, because I don't want to be working harder than the kids. I don't want this more than them. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I do want to help them and their life goals. I do want to help them with school. I want to help them overall, but to achieve greatness, create leaders and stuff. But they want to do 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because they see how popular the platform is. So of course they want to do it, but then when they hear what we about to start talking about, or it might be things that their friends might not agree with or laugh at them about, because it's not slide music. You know what I'm saying? That it makes them want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So just stuff like that sometimes is challenging. But other than that, I mean, everything's smooth.
Oh, you were saying, and I'm gonna touch on this. You were saying that you've gone through a lot of funding and stuff like that. Now, you've said you've also exhausted all of your resources. So what I want to say is to anybody and everybody watching, if you can, we're going to drop his Cash App down below. And now, if you're a parent especially, you should be trying to support this man in his endeavors, because he is making sure that children in the DMV area are off the streets and are doing things in a positive, not negative manner. Okay, so when you think about what all the things you could be doing with your money, all the extra programs, this is a musical program that you need to invest in. And I hope that you guys can, give whatever you have. Don't give what you don't. You also saying, which is also pertinent though, is that you go about teaching these kids from like a certain standpoint. Yeah. Like you're trying to promote the positive nature and take it very clean, like you said. So when you're saying that it's very clean, you're saying drugs and stuff involved in it. There's no alcohol,
no cursing, sex, drugs, violence, none of that. Just all clean hip hop, R&B, music.
And then and I know the kids, because you also very much produce your own music, and we're going to get into that too, guys, because this man, he, like I said, man of many hats, man. So I hope that you guys pay the kudos to this gentleman, because he's doing a lot and he's really trying to help the community. It's not really about him. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, give what you can and help where you can. But with producing the music for the kids, you're saying that they have some issues with the type of music you were saying?
Yeah, they wanna rap about what they see on TV, and what they see on TV right now is not good. Who are they seeing right now? Sexy Red. They seeing.
And somebody was just telling me about that mess this morning.
Yeah, Sexy Red, the Baby, Lil Baby. Granted, they all cool. They're real artists, but they're not putting out positive messages for other youth to stand by and follow. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring hip hop back into a good space. Hip hop right now is down 40% because of some of the artists that I just mentioned, and some of the topics. It's all redundant, and there's no good coming out of this. So I look up now in 2024, and we actually in a good space. Like, sometimes I'll be having friends and stuff tell me that's been supporting me forever, and the message, they always tell me like, yeah, people gonna, when people really do see what's going on, they gonna think that I just been doing this. But nah, we've been doing these positive messages and everything forever. It's just that now is the time that I think it's gonna start winning. Like, positive, conscious rap is finally gonna start getting the
accolades, the attention it needs, that desired. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this though.
Yeah, Sexy Red, and I just started talking for real. I started talking about.
No. It's actually good though, because you're speaking on a standpoint that obviously is going to be a hot topic anyway. Yeah. But just like you were saying, like, a lot of these people are doing a lot of wildness and all this other craziness. Speaking on Sexy Red herself, had a miscarriage and then wound up in a sex tape with somebody else. And then that's the role model for young ladies today. But they don't see that's like, and that's another reason why the podcast is so prevalent now, because relationships are so hard to find, because the role models, the women who are out here, and I'll even say Megan Thee Stallion too. You know what I'm saying? I love Megan Thee Stallion, but it's not a good look for the young ladies.
Right.
Just the lyricism and the stuff that they do with their life. And then the fact that, you know, women try to tell you to accept it as it is. And I do accept it as it is, but I'm not going to accept it as a relationship that I ever will want.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if that's what you want to do, then do that over there and be acceptable with whomever is going to accept that. But what I want to really get to is, how do you feel like we as the people can bring hip hop and everything back now that all of this stuff has been going on, and the normal now is to keep throwing shit in the trash, and excuse my French, but to keep throwing the music down the drain and just hoping for a better result?
Yeah. Right now, to make things better is to definitely support me, for one.
Okay.
Because I'm already working at this from the root, which is our youth. It's just to start doing more music that's clean and positive. A big thing is, well, besides for me, you know, I'm gonna toot my horn all the time, but what it really is I was just in a WHUR radio interview with radio host Easy Streets. He's an OG. He has a bit more knowledge than me. So he was talking about all the older cats and the origins of hip hop, XYZ. But what it really, he's the one that got this in my head as well. He made a valid point. It's really just having more variety of music, cleaner music, and a variety of music. Everyone wants to hop on trap and all the drill stuff, and since it's it's getting oversaturated, and it's not bringing no good. So it seems like that's all that there is in hip hop or whatever. But that's what's making everything go down, because all these people sound the same. Rod Wave is probably the only one that could fill up a venue. But all them other artists that you're looking at right now, Lil Baby, Da Baby, Uzi might do something, but everyone else or whatever, they're not filling up anything, and they all sound alike. So it's just variety. Like, they got the slide music, but you can make your music about when you got your heart broken. You can make your music your club banger, throwing money, something about money, or you could do your R&B stuff. But just with everything trying to be drill, it's not working. And all the girls trying to do the drill rap with it's just everybody is done with just hearing all of these wild messages and all the song. It's getting redundant. No one wants to hear that stuff. We need more variety. We need to bring back some of the older stuff with meaningful messages and things inside of these rhymes, where you could turn on a rap and you probably learn something from it. You know what I mean?
Definitely hear that. And you know what? I actually got an idea for you right now. It just came to my head. You know what the next thing could be?
What's up?
It would be comedy, R&B, and rap. You know what I'm saying? It had to have big jokes, but it pertained to like current events and everything, and then be lyrically comical. You know what I'm saying? That'd probably take the stage right there.
Nah, for real. You know, it's funny. You already know comedy is one of the number one things that people like. And shit, that sounds like wilding out right now. You wanted the comedy, it worked.
Put it on the track. I'm just saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you had something going rapid. Matter of fact, Dave Chappelle did it for 2 seasons.
For real?
Think about it.
Which one?
I Want to Piss on You.
Oh, yeah.
He just took his own little versions of it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, if them songs was actual songs, they would have went triple platinum. Because I listen to them joints crazy.
Everybody know about that.
You know what I'm saying? Just like stuff like that. Not the Charlie, but the Rick James.
Rick James.
Yeah, all of that. But we're getting a little sidetracked. Let's bring it on back.
All right.
So for yourself, though, on your journey, who have been some influential figures, and what are some of the knowledge they've imparted on you?
Influential figures, I definitely say my family, my brothers, my dad, because we had the music studio because of my father and our origins in Jamaica. My granddad was a celebrity in Jamaica. And it just all trickled down, and I was able to just be around and soak up the knowledge even when I was younger and not, you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, could you tell us a little bit about what was your granddad into? What was, you know?
Nah, it's reggae music.
Okay.
And it's funny, they say he does something similar to what I'm doing right now with High School Cypher. They said like he has these like raps or something. Reggae, well, not no school stuff, but he had this song. One of his hit songs was something about kids in school type. Like, it was like on some household name, schools, rap type stuff, and it kind of fit in like what I'm doing with the High School Cypher. Okay, so yeah, so
that community service is in the blood. I see.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
Next thing, but I did want to say some other influences. Like, Bricks the Man on beat producing. I took one of his classes, helped me get my beat producing together. Who else, man? It's a lot of people. I always try to have mentors so I could keep on expanding on my knowledge. But yeah, we can move on.
I was about to say, touch on that though, because that's something, like I'm saying, we were talking about it earlier. Mentorship is important. So like, how did it feel for you to get that mentorship? I guess you could expand on that. Like, what did it feel like for you, like before and after?
Yeah, it's just definitely, if you could pay for some type of mentorship or work with someone that's just older than you, that's doing what you're doing. Yeah, it's exactly what I do with the kids, because I have all this knowledge. It's like it's an express lane. It could save you 5 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be trying to give to all these kids, so they don't have to go running around getting in trouble or making all these detours that end up back in the same place. I really be giving them this express lane, you know what I'm saying, to just reach their destination quicker and in a safe way. But yeah, just the mentorship it's real important.
100%, because just like we were saying, it's not a lot of people given those opportunities, and you got to hunker down when they come to you, and not just hunker down on them. You gotta claim them when they're right there. I would also say when you're setting up yourself as a mentor, though, you have to come a little bit closer. So it's almost not even saying becoming like family, but you do get close enough to really understand a person. You get what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So with that being said, it's like with your mentorship and connecting with all these people for all this time, do you feel as though how is it that you feel as though you've impacted the youth so far?
Shoot, I feel like I know I impacted them a lot, man. I got, out of a lot of my programs, there's always a youth that I put in position to win, that does win. A lot of the times, we got Willa Rapper, signed to Universal.
Okay.
We got Simba, millions of views online. Black Fortune. I don't know who he's signed to right now, but he's been doing his thing.
I have been doing,
Right. So yeah, I mean, through my program and just working with me, I was able to give them like an outreach they couldn't get by themselves, an expressway to just excel in music.
Okay. So this one is a little bit more personal now. Can you share a moment where you had like to take a step back and delve deep in yourself and take like a one-on-one with yourself to see if this is really where you wanted to be, and if this is what you wanted to do?
Has there been a time when I did that? Not really, because I've been doing this music stuff and it's been around for so long. I'm a real spiritual person, and I trust my instincts, and I do a lot of research just all around about this stuff. Like, this is my whole life already. So it's like, man, maybe, I don't know, maybe when I was a kid, maybe I had thought about something like that, but not really. Just I already know this is my destiny. This is my path. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So
and then
not too much.
Okay, I was gonna say, and then how do you keep yourself sticking on that path, because it can be hard to stay dedicated.
Yeah. So luckily with me, my whole business and everything I do is surrounded. It's built around what I already love to do, which goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you could find something that you love to do that could impact someone other than yourself in the whole world, that's how you know that's what you're supposed to be doing. So I love music, and I found a way how to make it impact the world and connect with someone, and I connect with the youth through my music. So I'm gonna always be doing my music. Anything creative, performing arts, music, arts, entertainment, I love doing that. You know what I'm saying? I could do that and not get paid. Like, that's not something I do for money. This is what I do because I love doing it. And to get money from it was just the cherry on top. So it's almost like breathing air. It's like a no-brainer.
Okay. But now listen, let's see if we can debunk something right here. Now, you're doing something you love, but does it feel like work though?
And that's where I should have probably highlighted that. That's the main point. You're supposed to be doing something that doesn't feel like work.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So nah, it doesn't feel like work. This is just something I would have did anyways.
There we go. There we go. Now, because some people do feel like they get into a point where they're doing something they love, and it does feel like it's work. And I would say, even if you're doing something you love, it's going to be highs and lows.
Yeah.
Don't expect it to always feel amazing or expect it to be the easiest thing you're doing. And I mean, until you get to be a master, did 10 years in the game,
Right.
you're not going to be able to feel like it's like air, like this, man. But there's nothing wrong with you going through the struggle to get to the point where you do feel like that.
Right. Nah, you felt well. That's right. I mean, when you said that, it kind of reminded me of like the earlier years. You just gotta keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Just don't stop, because it's not gonna happen overnight. You gotta get good. You gotta be doing this shit for like 5+ years to really be good at anything.
There we go.
So,
I was about to say, I mean, that's just the halfway mark, because if you read that, that's what I'm about to say.
Really 10 years.
Yeah,
so
10
right
years. Because that's what they say, you master anything. It takes, 10,000 hours or 10 years. That's if you do just putting in 1 hour a day to whatever that goal is. So what I'm saying is, this man did it, mastered it, probably came back and remastered it again, just like most of the music he done did. And then talking about it too, from producing beats and stuff like that, what is the sounds, what is it like, I would say, what is the evolution of the sounds been like, at least for your perspective?
Just like in general on the music scene?
Yeah, music scene, yes, sir.
Well, I could just talk about the DMV. I could talk about overall music, but I grew up in the DMV area where we listen to go-go. We grew up off of go-go music, so like, man, when we was growing up, the hot thing, like in different areas, ATL, Florida, or LA, or other places that don't got go-go,
they had like the house and all that other stuff, club music.
They was on their rap stuff, but us, man, you wasn't known unless you had a go-go band. So the evolution for the music over here on this side that I could speak about is just doing go-go. Even me at a young age in middle school, I was playing in go-go bands all the way up until high school. And then really, like, it wasn't until high school or a little bit after that everyone go-go started dying. So
but hold up, before you killed it off though, I was about to say, what can you name some of these go-go bands you was in?
Yeah, I was in Killer Instant Band. I was in Blackout. I was in Thoughts Define Character. I was in I think there's one more. I just can't think of it right now. Oh, did I say Black Liberty Sensation Band?
You did not.
Nah, Black Liberty Sensation Band. So yeah, we was fire.
There we go. And I didn't mean to cut you off. You were saying that go-go was dying out by the time we got into high school, right?
Yeah, so go-go was just like dying out by the time we was like in high school or like leaving out high school. And that's when everyone started being rappers or trying to be rap. Like that's when even the whole DMV area, like there wasn't no rappers. No one wanted to rap. Everyone wanted to be in a go-go band. They wanted to be a lead mic. They wanted to be a singer. Or they wanted to be a drummer, a timbali player. They wanted all the hot positions inside the go.
Can you share with us some setbacks that you had and how you overcame them?
Some setbacks. So as far as like the program?
So as far as the program, as far
So
as the
much
business, as far as making beats and working with artists, any of those things.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the program. One setback I had, one day I was heading over to a video shoot. Man, so this is like back in the time when I wasn't even getting paid or anything for any of this. We had zero funding, and this Spanish guy, he had bucked an illegal U-turn, and he didn't even have any license or any of that. He ran smooth into my car and totaled it. Once that shit happened, like it really had me thinking like, dang, I'm out here really risking my life to help these kids out. With the music and the entertainment, and just I'm giving them all my game. I'm heading out to giving them video shoots and stuff like that. So just when my car was totaled and I ain't have anything, I think that was like a setback for me, and it was just a time to think like, that will make you think. If you ain't got the car no more, that'll make you think.
Right.
But luckily I did have insurance on the car, so I did get it fixed, and I took the L. Well, not really a L, but I still kept going though. You know what I'm saying? It's a little staggered, but I still kept going. Never set back or something that's like in the way. I say like with my music production, because like we were saying earlier, everything isn't just you pick up something and just go. You actually got to put time into it. So just
some effort.
Some effort, yeah. So just hearing all the other producers or what's going on, and when there's like a new hot trend going on, and kids like, yo, we want this type of beat, or they want that type of beat, and if you're not doing it, it could get a little discouraging sometimes if you can't physically do it. But then you just have to go to the field, put in more work, practice, endless hours being up researching YouTube. But once you do that and you just stay at it, be consistent, you get over the hump.
I'm about to say that YouTube Academy is definitely priceless because they give you a lot of lessons for free that you might not get anywhere else. And now we pivoted a little bit because, we were talking about setbacks, but, what is a big milestone that you have had for your programs? And when you did hit those milestones or achievements, how did you celebrate them?
Yeah, so it's funny. I should start celebrating more. But one of the milestone for my program, or even just music in general in the DMV area, like I could proudly say like me and the high school cypher, just the platform and all the work we put in, we're like legitimately one of the first people to hit 100,000 views on YouTube. Like after that, that's when other people started doing it, which was still youth that was inside of my program. And then I feel like all the other regular artists and people like that in the DMV started hitting hundreds of thousands of views. It's funny, sometimes I'll be like, I need to be on my Soulja Boy stuff, because there's been stuff that we was really the first one, because then it's like 10 years ago, because remember, we just came from Go-Go, like I just said, so the numbers didn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they weren't, because the internet wasn't doing stuff like that. We were still doing LimeWire back then.
Right.
So it was more downloads than it was uploads, for sure.
Right.
And I was gonna say, now that you yourself now pretty much are on that side of being a mentor, being the person that other people reach out to, what are some gems, and when I say gems here at the Squeeze, that means like tidbits of knowledge that people can treasure. But what are some gems or little pieces of advice that you would give either up and coming artists or even somebody coming up in the music industry at all?
One of the biggest gems I could give you is to get a mentor. Mentors will save you X amount of time, 10 plus years. If you have the money to pay for any sort of knowledge, I'd go ahead and pay for that. So it could just save you time and energy, and you can learn the right way. Other than that, YouTube is a free tool. Always educate yourself. What else can I give? That's about it for real. You probably have to really just ask me something, because there's just so much stuff I could say. It's like going inside a shoe store with a million shoes and just saying pick one.
Well, yeah, definitely. If you guys have any direct questions, please hit him up. Go slide into the DMs, but make sure you subscribe and follow to his pages first, because don't try to come up in there, because most probably, luckily nowadays, at least with Instagram, if you try to slide up in anybody's DMs, you will not appear at all. You're going to be in a request. So you're going to have to hit that follow first and then hit them DMs. But as he said, he doesn't mind, sharing his knowledge with you guys. Definitely reach out, but just support as well.
Yeah, I can give him another gem for real.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so another gem that I can give to everybody is pay for marketing.
Okay.
Pay for yourself. Put money into yourself.
Invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. Especially, this whole podcast is about music and entertainment. Definitely invest into yourself. Invest into your brand. Dang, there was something else I wanted to say on top of that. But you definitely, you don't want to be creating. A lot of creators, they invest into the creation, but they don't think about the next part to get the creation and the word out. So it actually, man, it needs the, in this 2024, it needs the reverse. Flip the other way. You probably put 20% into your creation and then a whole 80% into getting it out. Your hard work that you spent a lot of time, energy on, make sure that you put the promotion and marketing behind it so everyone can see your wonderful work.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about what people see. So presentation is going to be key, is what he's really trying to get to you. And even here it takes a lot. Yeah. Believe me. And once you get it down packed, you just have to work on what you already know. Don't try to change it all up from the beginning, because if you have, like, for example, if you already started off with a good message, but you don't got good camera quality, right? Fix the camera quality, keep the message. You know what I'm saying? If you got a bad message but good camera quality, keep the quality, fix the message. You know what I mean? So it's just like that. Now, this one might be a little bit of a pivot for you, and it might be a little difficult, so I'll give you a second. But how did your worldview change as you've started on your journey, and what was it that, was that first moment that life is different for me? What took you from the old Drew to Drew Star?
Got you. Just knowing what I realized, everyone isn't always your friend. Everyone doesn't always care about what you're doing. Most people are more worried about what they're doing. So just me getting older, I used to always have a lot of friends and everything around. I mean, I still do, but it's just as you start progressing, you got to watch out, because sometimes everyone isn't happy for you, as this, sometimes they might just be keeping tabs on you than actually celebrating or
keeping
or
up with
waiting.
the Joneses.
Waiting to see where they come up out of all of this. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
What else can I say? What was the original question again?
So the question was, my bad too, I'm losing the page. But how was it that your worldview changed? From your process of going from before you were Drew Star, and then coming up and through the industry, and coming to the place you are today. What changed in your worldview?
Yeah, so other than that, what I said earlier, just everything is serious. Life is serious, for real. Sticking to your guns, grinding, being true to yourself, all of that stuff matters, for real. Like, when you're younger, you might take things for granted maybe a little bit, or not really be thinking about what's going on. But the older you get, the more real things get, more expensive things get. So I guess that's it I can say on that.
No, definitely. That's definitely some good little information, because, most people think that life is going to be, roses and fairy tales. And Kevin Samuel said it best. A lot of these people stuck in a Disney mindset, thinking that it's going to find a happily ever after, and that's the way the world is going to work. You're not going to fall in love. You're not going to just find your dream job. You're not just going to do nothing that happens in a movie and then life just stops. It's going to keep going, and it's going to keep getting a little bit rougher. It's going to be new experiences to be had, and there's going to be new troubles to be fixed, So
no, that's for real.
You got to keep 10 toes down and your head on a swivel.
This never ends. Keeps going.
Can you talk about anything that has come to you unexpectedly that's played a major role in your journey?
Anything that's come unexpectedly that played a major role in my journey? That's a good question. I'm trying to think. And has played a major role in my journey as well, that's came unexpected. Shoot, no. I wish.
Everything came expectedly?
Man, because I done meditated, I called it out in the elements, and that's a big gem that y'all should take as well too. Make sure y'all start writing these things down in advance, start verbalizing it and vocalizing it, so you can manifest these things. Just like I'm about to manifest this, what's about to come that's unexpectedly is a couple millies. Couple 100,000.
So then there you go right there. He just said it. He said, now listen, with y'all support, he's going to be a millionaire. I'm hoping y'all can help this man to get to his goals. And, speaking on the manifestation standpoint, you said, doing all the spirit work and all that other kind of stuff.
Meditate every day for the last 10 I've been meditating before all these people been hopping on talking about their
Okay.
spiritual shit. Like I've really been forever.
And this is how you got to this level, guys. But I was going to say, though, with that, though, what type of steps do you need to take, like in the physical world, to make the things become reality?
Oh, well, some of the steps is like what I was saying before, actually physically writing things down,
Okay.
verbalizing it with your mouth. Your words are a real powerful tool. Meditating every morning, seeing, visualizing what you want to happen and to come, almost like forecasting it. You know what I'm saying? Just in advance. Man, you got to do it with feeling and passion as well, too. Or sometimes you got to trick your mind.
Right.
Trick your mind into you already there. You might seem crazy to other people, but it's only crazy until it happened, and then it turns into, dang, how'd you do it?
And what the keyest part, though, you got to add is action. You got to put action to all of that stuff, because if you ain't got no action, it ain't nothing going to happen.
Yeah, and a plan.
For sure.
Yeah,
I mean, you start with the plan, and then that plan becomes the concentration for the manifestation.
Right.
And then you go out and get it.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Excuse me. What are some of the principles or values that you have held true throughout your journey that has shaped who you are? So, for example, what are like some things that you stood on since the beginning of Drew Star Productions and that has held true till today?
Good question. Meditating every day, just like what we was just talking about. That is just like brushing my teeth every morning. Just staying true to that. Other than that, just staying true to the actual music production side and just grinding. Yeah, I mean that's it. That's like the root of it. Those are like the most powerful things I could say right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely got you.
Definitely the meditating part. You gotta be on that every day. You gotta believe.
Yeah, no, you definitely do. And I was gonna say, and excuse me,
No matter how hard it gets, you gotta keep going.
Yeah,
Or if you stop, it's just everything you've been doing was for nothing.
No, that's definitely true. And I was going to say, so with all of this stuff, you know, we see you as a pillar, but what are some ways that the people out here can give you some assistance, or what are some things that would help you to further your journey in both outreaching to the community, helping the youth, and growing?
So what will really help right now, I feel like with the youth platform, that's like my main focus right now in 2024. The youth platform and High School Cypher will help is just broadening the team, getting more people on the team that can help out with grants, finding grants, filling out grants, sponsorships, and any funding at all. There's organizations. I've been trying to reach out to the Kevin Durant organization.
Okay.
Just people that could know the mission, have like-mindedness like myself, that really want to help out the youth. That for real, that's the main thing. That is the main thing. Teamwork make the dream work.
As you can clearly see, this man is a pillar of the community. So if you have any experience writing grants, working with any scholarships that can help both a LLC and nonprofit, anybody able to both help in the putting together of programs and the implementation. If you want a job and you are looking, because this man is hiring, please contact him. Again, we're going to have all his information, both emails, Cash App, all of that down in the description. Now, with all that being said, you know, you getting the help that you need and all those kind of things. Can you tell us just a little bit about some of the programs outside of the High School Cypher that you have been putting on so that people can know what you got going?
So programs outside of the High School Cypher, well, actually there is no programs under the outside of the High School Cypher. So High School Cypher is the only program which will be under the nonprofit. But as far as the LLC, we do have production services. We have beat producing, we have audio engineering, we have videography, artist development, graphic design, and I think that we do management with artists as well. But these are all for profit. So Drew Star Productions LLC, that's all of our services. We are thinking about running we are thinking about doing a program for adults, which is kind of similar to the high school cypher, except for 18 and up. You know what I'm saying? But that will be a for-profit type of program where you have to pay to get this knowledge. Like all the knowledge that I'm giving to the youth is for free. We trying to help them, but for the adults, they do have to pay because this stuff that I'm teaching or telling them, the stuff that I'm doing is really priceless.
Yeah, and it's guidance. I'm about to say it's guidance too. Yeah. But at the same time, just like we were saying, if you want to really succeed, you got to, look for you some good mentorship and don't be afraid to pay for it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and of course I understand that, you can't keep doing everything for free. So I don't expect you to. So don't feel, need to shy away from telling these people like, look, you're going to have to pay the cost if you want to be the boss. Right. Simple as that, and especially here in the DMV, because again, I say this, I'm almost feeling like a broken record, but it's a lot of artists and stuff that complain to me, myself personally, that, they don't get the recognition they feel like they deserve. And they have to step outside of the area. But, sometimes you might not have the right tools to be successful. So make sure that you have everything you can have to be a success where you want to be a success at. And don't expect everybody to just fall in line because you just expect them to. Just like anything else, you got to build up your skill base to become the best. So just do that, and this man is helping you to do that. So here's the apparatus to make that happen.
Yep. And like we said before, some of the artists that he's talking about, they just haven't been putting the money inside of themselves on marketing. So if they're complaining about not having this, that, and the third, and it's probably because they just haven't put any money inside of themselves really to start getting all of the gratification and exposure that they want to, because you can't just put stuff out and not put any funding behind getting your stuff out there, or you won't have anyone looking at your stuff or anything. It's like, yeah, I'm doing this and nothing's happening, or these people hate me. It's because you didn't get your stuff bumping, or you didn't put any effort so people could be like, oh, this is a real serious artist that's doing something. Let me, if you don't believe in yourself,
why should anybody else?
Why should anybody else?
As simple as that. I was gonna say, so and that's very key to the whole situation. You got to believe first in yourself, and honestly, this is another thing too. If you can't believe in yourself, find somebody who does believe in you, because that's also going to be key. Because if you can't believe in yourself, you need somebody who's going to have so much belief behind you that you're going to be bound to do something right.
Right.
But
if you can't put any money into yourself, no one else is going to give you any money either. And I'm talking from I do all the service I said, management, artist development. If I hear or see an artist that won't even put any money into themselves, why would I? You know what I'm saying? You're not grinding or anything. Why would I want to put my money into you?
If you're not trying to, put effort into yourself.
Right.
It does.
Wasting time.
You know what I'm saying? And that's real leaders will see, the effort that you put in is what he's really trying to say. Right. And that's why a lot of people feel like they might not catch the attention of people that they're looking for. But the right type of effort will be seen. Just know that. And now we're talking about that. So what is it that keeps you motivated to journey down new horizons on your path so that way you don't stay stagnant?
I guess what keeps me motivated right now, and just even in general, I always put the youth first. It motivates me when I see them excelling, you know what I'm saying? Or even just when I'm helping out and someone else hits me up and just notices what's going on, or even tries to help. Like, that motivates me to feel like my duties and what I'm doing, it isn't going by unseen, you know what I'm saying? Or if a kid graduates, a kid makes a hit song, or a kid is picking up traction that I was working with, it just makes me feel like, yeah, like what I'm doing is actually having an impact. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
That motivates me. Of course, making music, anything, when I start creating, and then when you just listen back or watch back to any of your own creations, of course, that amplifies stuff. When it gets recognition, it makes you want to keep going and doing more.
That's right. And I was about to say right now, anybody who has been a graduate of his program, anybody that's watching, I want y'all to tap down in them comments. Let us know what it is that you felt like you've gained from this man and all of the stuff that he's brought to you. Let us know about the program, what highlights and everything like that, because he needs to know, because then that way he can bring you guys a better program for the next generation and those to come.
Right.
Okay, so let's give this man all the positive feedback we can, so that way he can bring us the best possible content, this best possible music, because the DMV needs to blow up. It's absolute must. All right, and we can only do that by working together, guys.
No more crabs in a barrel mentality.
Oh yeah, that's definitely, and that's a human thing that we need to get over.
Right.
We all need to get over. Now back to you though, Drew. All right, are there any symbols and or metaphors that have resonated with you on your journey, and how do they appear to you?
Got you. So yeah, stars for real. You guys see in my logo, the D has a star in the middle of it. I feel like at the time when I was always around music all of my life, but there was a time when I wasn't doing music, and how I got my name Drew Star is because I have this tattoo on my arm. Y'all probably can't see because I'm dark, but it's a star and it's a treble clef and piano keys. And just when I had got this, it was just to remind me that of me and my music and my past. And there's text on here that says I'm a star. So I always used to look down. I got this on my arm so I could just look down at it, and it was really just a message to remind myself I'm a star. And then it's funny because this was even before I had the Drew Star name. So when I did make the Drew Star name, and I used to always look down with the star and all that, that's how I pieced all of that together.
Okay.
You feel me?
No, that's definitely it, man. And listen, that's amazing, because I mean nobody would have known that they would have been like, well, what's the point of the star? You just wanted to be a star?
No.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know. So can you tell us a moment where your roots connected to your journey and the movement that you've been creating here?
For sure. So like I said before, I always been around music all my life. My family is Jamaican on my dad's side, and apparently my grandfather, he was just as talented as me, maybe even better. But he was a big leader in his community as well. And from what I know, some of his popular songs used to be played in all of the schools locally in Jamaica. So I just feel like it ties in, because now I look up, it's 2024, the programs that I do inside of my community is pretty much the same thing, helping out the youth. And a lot of the songs, I mean, it goes around all the schools in the whole DMV area. So I feel like it relates a lot.
Okay. Now that's definitely deep, because, you know, a lot of people don't have that musical background and stuff like that. So I know this is an upward battle for a lot of people. So, you know, you come with all that knowledge base, even from your blood, you know,
Right.
it's just rooted in you. So, I mean, if you guys wanted somebody with more of an expertise, I don't think you're going to find somebody that much better in the DMV. But if you could prove me wrong, hit up them comments and let me know. So we're going to kind of wrap it up here, guys. So as you continue on your journey, you know, we here at The Squeeze, we are firm believers of holding all of our guests accountable. So we want to know, what are 3 things that you have coming up that the people can look forward to, and where can they find you doing that at?
So right now, 3 things that I have coming up. One is a new single called Cole. That's one of my own exclusive singles, songs. The next thing I have coming up is a song produced by me, but it's one of my youth from my high school cypher program. It's called Chosen One. Okay. And then the last thing I have coming up is we're making the high school cypher program. We're doing a campaign called Guns Down. It's actually a 12-week program as well. And inside of that program, me and all the youth, we're going to be creating music and talking. We're going to be creating music around violence, anti-gun violence, and we're going to be teaching them just about guns down. Let me answer that again.
Yeah, take your time.
So just ask me the question one more time.
Okay.
First time we did it was better.
Yeah, nah, it's all good, bro. Because I mean, I could swap out either piece. But here on the Squeeze, we are firm believers of holding our guests accountable. So we just want to know 3 things that you have coming up and where the people can find you.
Okay. So the 3 things that I have coming up. 1, I have my own personal single coming out. It's called Cold Hearted. We in January right now, so we looking to drop that before the month is out. And the next thing is me and one of the youth from my high school cypher program. We're releasing another single called Chosen One, and that should be out by like the end of February.
Okay.
And then in March, from March all the way until summertime, hopefully even after the summer, going back into September, this is where we're gonna make our big stand against gun violence. The high school cypher program. I'm working with all the youth inside of PG County High School. That's where we're going to be holding the program. It's for 12 weeks, and we're pretty much just going to be talking to the youth about what goes down in the streets and how gun violence, it isn't a good thing, and we're going to be creating music around that. Hopefully with the music, we're going to use as a tool to reach all the other youth and convince everyone that to put the guns down. And it's not just for the youth, it's for the adults, the police officers, everyone. We need to put the guns down.
The full community, guys. And that's really, really amazing. I also wanted to say that you guys make sure that you are helping to support that, especially that event, the Guns Down, because that's something that the DMV community needs without a doubt. And lastly, what is some words of wisdom or some words of advice you would give somebody following a similar path as you?
Never give up. Meditate. We're all stars. I feel like everyone has a star inside of them. It's not just me. I know I'm Drew Star, but I'm not the only star. Aaron, he's not just the only star.
Juice. I don't go by Aaron on the internet. Yeah, bro.
Juice?
Yeah, only Juice, brother. No,
okay.
I don't do that.
Sorry, give me
I'm going to delete that. I was just letting you know. I don't like nobody. It's okay.
Ask the question again.
No. Okay, I got you. If you could offer any words of advice or any words of wisdom to somebody following a similar path, what would it be?
Yeah, it'll be just to never give up, focus, hard work, dedication. My slogan is we're all stars. My name is Drew Star, but I'm not the only star. My man Juice, he's not the only star. I believe you're a star. I believe everyone has a star inside of them. So just never give up, and we just gonna shoot for the stars.
Yes, sir. And if you need some help, either come to this man, Drew Star, or holla at me, because I'm trying to help you to become the best version of yourself. This man here is trying to help you artistically become a better version of yourself and the best artist that you can be. And this has been another episode of The Squeeze. I hope you guys have loved it. And actually, we're going to be seeing this man very soon, because I do want to mention this. You answered that earlier question about what you're going to be doing. Actually, the best I've seen to date, because most people, they got things going on, but it's way far in the future. Yeah. And I'm looking for some stuff that was going to come up fast, because when you come out with the stuff, guess what? We're going to be right there beside you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a full circle thing. So I hope you guys are watching out, because we're going to be there with my man Drew Star through all of these next little upcoming events.
Yep. Check us out on YouTube and Spotify.
All right, now, this has been your boy Juice and Drew Star on The Squeeze. Peace. All right, bro. That was it, man.
It's okay to work a 9 to 5 and graduate from school. This that new flow, we stay stuntin'. Slick talk and I moonwalk. This gift you can't take from me. I'm wrapped up in that new swag. Come and get your taste, honey. Laurel High School's greatest. Y'all can't get saved from me.
Listen to me when I say, in the talk of the city. When I walk through, boy, I promise they feel me. Just the beginning, but I'm the finale. I'm rapping for flowers, we really the littest. Class 2-3, we really the illest. Try stopping me, survival the fittest. CHF, we about to take over. These other schools don't need no exposure.